Central bank digital currencies are coming sooner than you think.
In general, there are two types of central bank digital currency. One, those designed to be used by financial institutions, where the central bank money is represented by digital tokens and transactions are settled on a shared distributed ledger. Two, those designed for use by the public. This would essentially constitute a digital dollar where the accounts or wallets are created and held by the central bank rather than commercial banks. These accounts would allow the central bank to have direct access. Digital fiat money would be made available to the general public through these accounts. The Fed could then deposit stimulus money into the digital currency account of citizens. Some have theorized that this money could have an expiration date, allowing the central bank to more directly control the supply of money. On federalreserve.gov, there is a statement that reads, "While the Federal Reserve has made no decisions on whether to pursue or implement a central bank digital currency, we have been exploring the potential benefits and risks of a CBDC from a variety of angles, including through technological research and experimentation. Our key focus is on whether and how a CBDC could improve on an already safe and efficient U.S. domestic payment system. CBDC is generally defined as a digital liability for a central bank that is widely available to the general public. Today in the United States, Federal Reserve notes, i.e. physical currency, are the only type of central bank money available to the general public. Like existing forms of money, a CBDC would enable the general public to make digital payments. As a liability of the Federal Reserve, however, a CBDC would be the safest digital asset available to the general public, with no associated credit or liquidity risk." China has moved towards a digital currency. An eastern city had a lottery. There were 100,000 winners, you could say. Each of these winners would get 200 RMB, which is about 30 US dollars. So this digital currency of China's was officially called the Digital Currency Electronic Payment, DCEP. It was issued and backed by the Chinese central bank, and it is essentially designed as a digital version of the RMB. So this was like the first large-scale public trial of this digital currency. So looking at this article by Wired, it's titled "China's Digital Yuan is a Warning to the World." It says, according to the PBOC, the aim of rolling out the DCNY was to protect its monetary sovereignty after the popularity of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies posed a threat to China's capital account management. A centralized digital currency was also believed to help enhance the efficiency of payment systems. The PBOC also hoped that, unlike current digital platforms, the DCNY could be designed to promote financial inclusion, for instance, by allowing for offline payments, which would expand digital payment capabilities to the elderly or those without a smartphone. Critics, however, have argued that the aims of the DCNY are more sinister, that it is a tool for increased government surveillance, giving the CCP a window into every transaction made in the country. It has also been argued that the DCNY represents a deft technological move by the government to subvert the US dollar's primacy as the global reserve currency, and with it destabilize the financial dominance of the United States. Despite what the Federal Reserve Bank in the United States is saying, there definitely is an interest in producing some type of digital currency for the Fed Bank, and we're going to see more and more news about this and articles about this as time goes on. This could be something that is probably a couple years out, maybe 4 or 5 years out, but I do think it's definitely something that's coming down the line here. And China, as you've seen here in this video, has moved aggressively towards a digital bank currency. And obviously, there's a lot of reasons for that. We've discussed some. It's not just one reason. It's half a dozen or a dozen reasons. So we will continue to see, major powers like the United States, China move towards these digital currencies, and that's something we'll explore in future videos.